Welcome back, everyone.
I mean, I hit the record button while I was trying to take on a phantom face head on, and I like missed like from 2 feet away because I slipped my mouse.
For slimes down here, because there definitely was somewhere we worked on the skeleton farm, but there's not any down here right now. Those spawn any light level too, right?
In a slime chunk, I don't remember. yeah, I don't know.
It's a mess down here. I don't know where to go.
So I do want to get back to though, Guude, and I'm sure people in the last episode are probably mad at us. Survivor finale.
Right. Yeah, I guess we didn't talk about that at all, did we?
We talked about the fact that you saw who won the fire challenge and you skipped the tribal, but there's been no spoilers yet.
There has been no spoilers. It was a good episode. It was a good season. It's all right.
So, did you like the way the fire challenge was? I don't think that there was any other way that could have gone for the outcome to be what it was. So, I think that was ballsy and awesome. Although I did not want the winner to win
against the other guy.
You still think they would have?
I think they.
We're just gonna use spoilers now at this point.
Okay, so yeah, I think Rick would have beat the other two at the fire making challenge.
And did you want him to win?
Yeah, I did.
I wanted him to win since before he got voted out the first time.
Yeah,
my wife hated him, thought he was the most cocky person who'd ever played, and I cannot figure out where she's coming from with that.
Oh, he is definitely very arrogant and cocky. Just the fact that he voted for Devin over what's his name after he got voted out after the fire thing just shows how arrogant he is.
What do you guys think of Gavin?
Yeah, that's what I meant Gavin. That he voted for Gavin, not Devin. So you did. No, wait, you just Googled it. That's right.
No, I was confused. I was like, "Well, what do you, Devin? Do you mean Gavin?" Because I watched it.
Oh, did you? Why did you say you didn't?
In between episodes, you watched it.
I make stuff up. I learned it from you.
Wait, did you really watch it?
Of course.
He didn't do anything that impressed me. Ever.
What do you mean?
I agree with you. He did not do. He did way more than Julie should have gone away like 18 weeks ago or 18 days ago in the game, and I don't understand how she made it to the end. But she made it there and clearly got 0 votes.
Right. Yeah. Aurora was a threat early on that they should have voted out. I kept wondering why they weren't voting out Aurora. I've never seen anyone like War Dog in the game before. He was the worst player I've ever seen in terms of challenges.
And he made it really far.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone ever thought he was a threat because he sucked at everything he did.
I think the funniest part about him was when he got voted out because he came across and then when he got voted out, he looked at him and he was like, "I made the right choice."
Yeah. No, I was never impressed with War Dog ever at all during the whole season. Do you ever look at the contestants and say, I like how this one looks. Like I'm attracted to this person. I hope they make it far.
Of course. I've seen people on Survivor that I thought were super hot.
Who'd you pick?
So my pick
this season?
This season, I guarantee you one of my picks is not. Yeah, it is. It is, and I know Jeff's not going to agree with that. But here's the thing with her. Yeah, I thought she was cute.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely.
But whenever
not.
she came back,
she looked like Daria. Like that's what she reminded me of. She was like hipster hat.
Whenever she came back and put all that makeup on and covered up all her freckles, it ruined everything.
I still hear those.
Yeah,
every night.
That's how the game works, Arcus.
So Arcus back in.
But Lauren was my second
update
pick out of all of them, Lauren and Victoria. But anyway,
see, I thought Lauren was attractive, but I didn't like her play style enough to get into her at all. I thought
loved how she constantly would just say, so like. You probably wouldn't notice it if you didn't watch the whole season back to back to back like I did. But like, for instance, like one tribal, she's just sitting there and she's like, "I'm very cold," and she just says it like, "Just these are the facts. I am very cold." And like before she passed out on that one challenge, she was like, "I'm blacking out now. I am going to black out. I'm going to pass out."
I will be
honest.
I go. I am not a fan at all, and I've never been, and I don't know why she's so popular with people of Kelly Wentworth.
No, I've never liked Kelly Wentworth either.
I completely do not understand.
Just a side note: this whole anything that's underground for you guys is a complete mess. Holy shit. Anyway, continue.
This is the game generation.
It's a cave.
This is how the cave was made, Arcus.
Okay.
I mean, Arcus, we've done all this work on this cave to make it like it is. It would be a shame if somebody pranked it and turned it into a beautiful master.
Well, I mean, that's what I would do, because like I feel sorry for you, like poor people. Oh my god, this is so bad. Anyway, go continue.
It's just a cave. Do you go through and beautify every cave you go through? We're not living here. We just got our resources from here.
I don't know, like, get down to the skeleton spawner. I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to go. There's 5 different fucking staircases that all lead to fucking nowhere. 3.
Well, the skeleton spawner, you're not supposed to go in it. It's done. It's locked up.
Well, you said you were looking for slime. Where are you looking for slime? Like right here?
Somewhere around the spawner there was slime. We just don't know.
Yeah, last time I
exactly
saw
where.
some, they were right here where I'm standing right now.
Okay.
So the concept of Edge of Extinction itself.
I like that. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I like how at the beginning it was an unknown thing that you voted these people out and you don't know that they have a chance to come back. I think that's awesome. We've talked about that for years that they should be, do something like that. I love that. Bring somebody back and then you give them another chance and the whole thing is on the island again. I didn't like where it kept going to. The fact that they didn't do anything. It was, you're there. There was randomly, occasionally, some clues to some advantages. Was there even an advantage in the last challenge for Edge of Extinction?
There was. I can't remember her name. The brown haired chick got the advantage to the. She had the rope thing. She could test it early on, but that was so many episodes before that you probably forgot about it by the time you actually came around.
Yeah, I did. Well, I don't even remember it coming up in the challenge.
The whole challenge was going through the ropes.
And she got something extra with the ropes. I don't remember this at all.
She got to test it early.
Oh, test it. Oh, she didn't actually have an advantage that helped her during the challenge. Like the other one, it was to give somebody like a detriment was one of the ones that somebody got. And, didn't Chris have to do like 10 more knots than everybody else in the very first challenge?
But that wasn't an Edge of Extinction one. That was just a...
Yeah, no, it was the one when Devins came back.
Was it?
Yeah. I remember that, but I guess I don't remember at the end. But either way, you all of a sudden have Chris, who has lived with everybody who's on the jury for how long in close quarters without being in competition with them except for during those 2 challenges. Doesn't that give you an unfair advantage with the jury?
I mean, maybe not. You might. I mean, if whatever the hell her name was, what's her name?
Reem.
Oh,
Reem.
Oh, Reem. You're right.
Yeah, if she had gotten back, it wouldn't have helped her none. Everybody hated her just as much.
Think so? Oh, I disagree with you. I think she would have voted absolutely nobody out, so nobody would be upset with her for voting them out. She had lived with everybody at Exile or Edge of Extinction for however long since that they were there for, because she'd been there the whole time. I think she would have had a huge leg up on the jury if you make it to the final 3. Which, that's a burden for Chris. It was very difficult to get to the final 3. He made it. And I think part of the fact that he had gone through Edge of Extinction and knew those people so much better was a huge part of why he won.
Huh. I don't know. I feel like in his case maybe, but I do think that people would have hated Reem even more if she'd won. Like, I mean, they I
was pulling for her to come back.
Oh God, what a nightmare.
What do you think of her attitude?
What'd you say?
Of Reem's attitude. What do you think?
She was just an annoying person. In every aspect of everything, she was super annoying.
I think she complained a lot. I did get to watch. There is a thing, which one of the things I liked about Exile after seeing this is it was really interesting to watch when they finally get to Ponderosa after that last that challenge that Chris wins and comes back. Yeah. They all go back to Ponderosa at the same time, so they all do their weigh-ins together, and they're all everybody is so happy, even though they've lost the game. they were just so happy to be somewhere, and they were all getting their weigh-ins, and there was so much camaraderie, and they were just sitting there like drinking beers, talking about how much weight they lost, and I was like, that's pretty damn cool. As opposed to one person coming at a time who's kind of upset that they just got voted out, and there's a bunch of people that have already been there for a while. It was almost just like people were like, "Oh, hey, well, whatever, we lost together. Let's party, man."
One thing I liked is that like Reem was on the jury. I like that everyone got a chance to be on the jury.
It was such a huge jury.
Yeah, that's fine though.
There's only 2 people that weren't on the jury, and those are the quit for whatever reason.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. I think it's fine.
I can't believe Wendy lasted as long as she did either.
Wendy was the one that got the advantage.
Wendy was Wendy was one of the people who quit. And she was the person with the
that girl was
and
weird.
the tick. She was crazy, which I'm fine with that. How she didn't get voted out for so many votes was beyond me.
Yeah, her thing with the chickens was very nerve-wracking. I was very angry.
I actually forgot about that until you just said that. The chicken thing was very, very strange.
So who was your favorite to win, Arcus?
I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. I made it all up. I've just been googling facts and
after you talked about Reem for a very long time, and then because his question was, "What did you feel about her attitude?" I absolutely knew he never watched any of the show.
I was like, "Fuck, it's over." Oh man. Yeah, no, I have no clue, man. I don't know how to watch it. Like, where did they broadcast it on?
It's CBS in America. I'm not sure what you'd have to watch it on.
No, we have our own silly like Dutch versions of Survivor anyway. So,
would you like to see Edge of Extinction come back in the next season? And
No.
would you do differently with it
I don't want to see
if it does come back
immediately.
You'd what?
I don't want to see it again immediately, no.
How? But if it ever comes back, what would you do differently with it?
More than one person needs to come, or more than 2 people need to come back. It needs to be more interactive with the game. I don't know. There needs to be more reason to see what they're doing on their own little island. Just a lot of things.
Do you like it in the episodes where, or the seasons where there was the Exile Island or whatever it is that you got voted out, but you then every like 3 days or 3 people that were out, you had a battle? And
I thought that was too frequent, so I need like a middle ground between the 2, basically.
Okay. I'm just trying to feel where this could possibly go in the future. Do you think that, and I know you're going to hate to see this, next season, you know what the next season is, right?
No.
All previous winners.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Someone told me that.
Do you think that that's all previous winners because it's the end of Jeff Probst?
Is he gonna go?
No.
Wouldn't that be what you'd want to go out on?
Jeff ain't going nowhere, Jeff.
I disagree with you.
How
I don't know if he's going to go out yet, but if you're going to go out, man, you fill out your legacy with a show of previous winners.
The show ends when Jeff leaves.
I disagree with you on that.
We'll see.
Completely disagree with you on that. Survivor Australia found an audience, right?
Kinda.
He's getting.
And you think it's fantastic, and that doesn't have Jeff Probst.
Yeah, but and the guy that's playing Jeff is mimicking everything that Jeff brings. Like,
why would the next person not just do the same thing and mimic?
Because this
Jeff
is
to a T?
America, and we are used to Survivor as it is. You can't just throw in. I mean, it's kind of like whenever Drew Carey took over with The Price is Right. It wasn't the same, so people stopped watching.
It wasn't the same because Drew Carey lost weight. That's what made it not the same.
Okay.
It doesn't have to do with Drew Carey like not being Bob Barker. It's that Drew Carey, you were funny as a fat dude. You're a skinny dude, and you're not funny anymore.
That's a weird take.
But it's true.
Is it?
I didn't find him funny at all when he was skinny.
Wow.
I think he got too much self-confidence, and part of his funny was the fact that he was a jokester about, like, the Drew Carey show was hilarious.
Huh. So you think Drew Carey has to be fat to be funny?
Yes.
That's weird.
I believe no. So no, I don't think he has to be fat to be funny. I think what he has proven thus far is when he is not fat, he is not funny.
But wait, but isn't that the same thing?
No, because he could be funny as a skinny guy. I just don't think he is. I don't think he tries comedy the right way.
Huh.
He came back on Whose Line Is It a couple times. Like, Whose Line Is It Anyway? One of the greatest shows I have ever seen in my entire life. And they've done some episodes in the recent couple years, like some like spin-off type episodes. I think they tried to do a whole season 7 with a different host, and Drew Carey was on it a couple times. Or he was on some special on it. And he was not funny anymore. I wish you were streaming right now so that your mind could tell you how right I was.
Arcus is streaming.
I'm streaming.
Well, what is your mind telling you?
My mind?
That's what
He doesn't watch our videos
No,
enough
he
to
doesn't.
know.
I listen. I really don't. I don't. What?
Your
my
chat.
My chat.
What does your chat say?
Whose Line Is It Anyway was the best comedy show. Even the bad scenes were pretty funny. Jeff is fattest.
That's possibly true. What did we smell that gave us a gold nugget here?
Armor.
Oh.
The Price is Right wasn't the same because they changed the game since someone finally won it and got accused of cheating when they just really studied. Oh. I don't know. My mind is this is not my mind.
Your mind doesn't say anything about Drew Carey's fatness. It's related to his funniness.
I don't know who Drew Carey is, and I don't
Really?
No.
I'm surprised.
Let me Google a picture.
Well, you might still not know who he is if you Google a picture of him when he's skinny.
Drew Carey. Oh yeah, this guy. Oh, he has like the real long stick mic, right?
Well, he does now because that's the shtick from The Price is Right.
Yeah. Well, so he was funny on The Price is Right, you're saying? Which is his own show, right?
He's saying he was funny on the Drew Carey show.
And
Okay.
Whose Line Is It Anyway?
And whose line?
He
is
took
it?
over The Price is Right for a guy who'd been doing it for like 40 years. And
But the whose line is it anyway is an improv stuff, right?
Right.
That's improv.
correct. But he was the host of the American version of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Okay.
Was a
So he would
host.
have jokes written for him, like he would for like the.
Well, no,
Drew-
he participated in some of the improv, but he was the person giving away the points that don't count.
Okay, because I mean, like, usually on all these comedy shows, like jokes are written by a team of writers, which is where like the funny.
Well, and I'm sure the Drew Carey show was partially that. The Drew Carey show was more just a sitcom that he was the star of.
But wasn't Drew Carey one of the original writers for The Simpsons?
It's possible.
I'll find out.
I feel like he was a comedy writer at some point.
I keep talking.
No, it's
Keep
all
going.
impingent on you finding out.
Well, was. Let me put it in a sentence form.
Just look up Drew Carey's like career. It'd be at the beginning.
Hold up. Simpsons original writers. List of Simpson writers. Okay, we're gonna find out, guys. Drew. Okay, Control F. Drew. Okay. Nope, he was not a writer for The Simpsons.
Okay.
Wrong. I'm looking at all 125 Simpsons writers for the years, and he's not in the list.
All right. Good.
Solves that riddle.
Okay. I hope that this was worth the payoff, buddy.
Did we lose our other cow?
I've been breeding them.
Oh, because I only see one sitting around.
One died on the campfire.
I know, but we had already had a baby at that point. So
Yeah, and
there
I've
should
bred
be...
them since then too. There should be 3.
Mm. Also, don't have any berry bushes either. They also kill and murder.
Yeah, Jeff got real hurt on your berry bushes.
I did. I didn't know what it was. I was like, "What is this bush?" Ow!
That's how my horse died. Esteban, allegedly. I don't know. We think Esteban died that way. He did over the campfire.
Is that how all your chickens died too?
No, that was Mokake. Well, good I didn't invite him back on the server, Guude.
Yeah.
I can't believe you had like thousands of chickens.
Well, if you turn off an infinite machine, you know. Pok, pok. Pok, pok.
That is the saying. If you turn off an infinite machine, you know, buck.
Pok, pok.
Not even turn on, it's turn off. Interesting.
I literally have just gone around Iceland and I only see this one cow.
Have you been killing our cows, Arcus?
No. No.
Yeah, he's nowhere to be found.
He's got to be there.
So to sum it up, all in all, I did think it was a good season of Survivor.
I liked the episode where Rick made 2 fake immunity idols.
And people found them both and used them both.
Yes. Everyone at that tribal thought they had immunity.
I did think there was way too many immunity items in the season, though. And I agree. So you need to go back and watch. Granted, I pay a super amount of attention to it because I get kind of bored with the whole defend yourself at the final tribal. But when you go back and watch it, some of the pieces I found are he asks some questions to people from the jury because clearly he didn't make it to the end. And he's like, look, I came in and I found like all these idols. Why did not a single one of you ever look for damn idols? Like when I used so many and you were trying to stop me, I don't understand what you were doing all day long when I can just find all the idols, which I completely agree with his point.
Well,
and that was really funny.
I think
Julie tries to like defend herself and say all the big moves she's made, and pretty much everybody in the jury is like, "Shut up, Julie! You didn't do anything in this game."
the animals were in a hole.
Oh, okay.
By Friedman. Well, to their defense, everyone thought that there were no advantages except for on Age of Extinction.
For a long time, you're right. For a long time, they didn't really. Except for Lauren and Kelly knew about them,
right?
They, you know.
And Lauren tried to tell them at one point, like, "Hey, no, there are idols," and they were like, "Nah."
I like Hell's Kitchen. Have you guys seen that show?
You ever watched
I
the
have.
F-Word, Arcus?
I have. I can't. Fuck. I mean, it all kind of blends together because it's all about food and kitchens, and Gordon Ramsay's like shrimpled face. So it all kind of blends together. So what's the difference with that show again?
He's a real person in that show, not a character.
So I did not like that show.
Really?
I think it was like, wasn't it really popular England? And they tried to bring it to America?
No.
Last year, the year before?
Well, I know for like Hell's Kitchen or Kitchen Nightmares at least. There's an English version and there's an American version, and the editing is so different.
No, agreed. For Kitchen Nightmares, I definitely saw both of those. I think the F Word was tried to start here in America 2 years ago. Again, because it was based off of the British one, but it's Gordon Ramsay. He's basically like the host of a show, as opposed to being like the in charge boss. He just is hosting like interviews with cooks and chefs and things like that. And I saw 2 episodes, and I don't think it ever aired again.
I never saw an American version. In the English version, like he includes his family a lot. Like they raise a pig one season from birth till death.
Oh, I've not seen this.
And he takes his kids to see the pig get slaughtered and show how
for Gordon Ramsay US,
like how the whole process goes from birth to death for the food that we eat. But it's always like every episode is in a restaurant of his, and he does have like celebrities join him and stuff, and he'll cook them a meal. But it's more about like showing how food is made and stuff like that. It's not. It's not.
Apparently,
like
there was once the F Word is a live hour-long cooking show in which families from across the U.S. compete as teams in a high-stakes cook-off Gordon
Yeah,
Ramsay celebrities and various VIP guests judged them. There was a U.S. season. There was one, and it started in May 31st, 2017. And
That's
that's
nothing like
end
the
of
British show.
So is that the same name as well? Because it sounds like a completely different
Yeah,
show.
the series premiered on May 31st, 2017 on Fox. It is based off of the original British series of the same name.
I don't know how it's based off of it because there's no competition in the other one. It's not a competition at all.
I don't know. Let's.
I mean, the thing is, like, Gordon Ramsay has made at least 1,000 different shows,
Right.
right? Like, he really has. There's one where he goes around the world and like cooks for like
F Word UK.
prime ministers and stuff as well. Like,
F Word also got Gordon Ramsay's F Word is a British food magazine and cookery program featuring Chef Gordon Ramsay. Covers a wide variety of topics from recipes of food preparation and celebrity food fads. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
This doesn't talk about anything to do with there being competition, but apparently the American version included competition and claims it was based off of the other show, but it only lasted for one season.
based off. Well, it's got cooking, I guess.
It's got Gordon Ramsay and cooking, therefore, Hell's Kitchen now will call it the F Word.
But like, to be fair to American television, like they have that competitive edge. Like no other country has like developed as well as America has. I mean, like everything there is just competitive drama casting. It's, it works.
It's the way we like it.
Yeah, I mean,
We like to be competitive.
And talk strategies and idols.
Did you see 2 days ago YouTube announced that they're no longer going to give specific subscriber number counts?
I heard,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, if let's say you had 15,998,000 subscribers, your thing will show 16 million. If you have 4,350 subscribers, your thing will show 4.3K.
When does it make the cutoff, I wonder? Because if I have 0 subscribers, do I have 1,000?
No.
Or does it count individually up until 1,000 subscribers, 100 subscribers?
They would just do it.
10,000 subscribers.
They would pick something sensible, probably.
301.
Do you guys? So it's just finally like something against the whole like toxicity that can be like the whole like fame game that is subscriber counts.
But I don't see how that would change that. I guess it would change you being in a very tight competition with somebody because you never know milestone.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you can still do your quote unquote milestones, I guess. Because you still can get rough numbers, but
I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me why they do that.
I could see what they're trying to do.
What are they trying to do?
Are they trying to make people feel like they don't? Are they going to do that to the view count as well, just so you don't know how much money you're supposed to get from revenue?
Maybe. No, I think it would be. So a lot of people that make YouTube videos, they always burn out, or they get stressed out because once you do like anything on social media, or you're a quote unquote influencer, everything's about the numbers, right? It's a numbers game, which can create a kind of like bad work environments, maybe. At least like it can cause a lot of stress with people.
I think that's the whole trophy mentality. Everyone deserves a trophy mentality.
How so?
I mean, you're basically saying I can't be stressed out by how well I'm doing, so just don't tell me. Or how I'm not doing as well as someone else, so just don't tell me. It reminds me of everyone gets a participation trophy.
Maybe, but if you
I will take a participation paycheck.
I think if you make decisions like this, like you're more interested in the outcome, and if the outcome of such a policy is that like less YouTubers are stressed out, if like the total amount of stress goes down, that would be considered a win. No, if that's your goal.
I think the stress is going to come from their paychecks, really. So I don't think showing,
maybe.
showing, the whole number is not going to change that.
Maybe, but like you know how toxic YouTube can get, like. how people like. I mean, the whole social media thing. Like, people have attached so much value to the numbers that is your follower count or your Twitter follower count or your YouTube subscriber count. Like these numbers have gotten so much value, almost like undeserved in a way. Like these numbers are so important, right? So it could have like a detrimental effect on people.
If you say so.
Maybe. I'm speculating here. I mean, again, I'm not defending YouTube or saying like, oh, this is a good idea. I don't know much about it, but like, this could be one of their like, you know, takes or inputs on it. I don't know. Could be perspective.
Could be.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
Could be.
It could be.
Could be.
Maybe. I mean, what else would they do? I mean, like,
just because they act like they
lie.
do a lot of the stuff they do, just because they're like, we need to make a change.
yeah, maybe that too. I mean, maybe they feel compelled to do a change because, like, oh my god, like.
I mean, look at the new creator studio.
Oh god, it's a
No,
nightmare.
but like literally, like every creator is nowadays like tiered or valued by the amount of subscribers they have, the amount of reach they have, right?
Is that a bad thing?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, yes and no, right? Like, from a business point, like definitely not. That's a good thing. Like, maybe. Well, it's a neutral thing. That's not necessarily. There's nothing intrinsically good or bad about that. But like, but because we're not talking about businesses, but more about human beings. Maybe.
Maybe.
Like, are you like it's like we both believe that like people have gotten way too upset or stressed out about their subscriber counts. Most definitely, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And this could be an attempt by YouTube to mitigate it.
I don't think
if it
that's
works,
going to make any
I don't know.
difference.
No, but
Averaging
I
out
don't know
your
either.
number, not showing all the numbers, that doesn't really do anything. Now you're sitting there more stressed out. Is it going up or down? I don't know.
Well, exactly. Like, I'm only like trying to like reason what their intention is, right? I don't know if it works. I have no clue. Maybe. I have no clue. What do you think, Jeff?
I think it's stupid. I mean, why not show the number? You have the number, show the number. Or make an option you can average it out, or you can show the actual number. I don't see why YouTube should be the ones deciding to change that after a while. Like, I think it's stupid enough that they you know, way back when you had to be approved for partnership in order to get ad revenue. Then they opened that shit up to everybody. And then last year they were like, we're going to take it away again from channels that don't meet this certain threshold. Like, what was the point?
So, someone in my mind, it's going to that maybe this is because of to stop cancel culture on YouTube. Or like if there's
Cancel
like
culture?
So, do you know anything about James Charles?
Yeah, we did
I
episode
mean,
on it.
only what Guude and I have heard because of the whole thing that happened.
So
It won't
that's
stop
cancel
that.
culture.
You'll still see the 2
Well,
million sub drop.
I mean, yes and no. So what you see when that stuff happens always is those like live count like big shows where like they compare the two like channels involved in the drama with the live sub counts. One goes down, one goes up, and oh my god, and everybody pulls up and everybody talks about it, everybody hypes about it. Which in itself could be against YouTube's interests, right? First of all, YouTube doesn't want anyone to not subscribe to unsubscribe from anything, generally speaking, I would say. So maybe,
I don't know if
maybe
they care if
whole-
they subscribe as long as they watch.
Well, yeah, but
I mean,
maybe
they're
this also
constantly
goes in-
unsubscribing people from me on their own. So they must not. They must care about. They must like for people to be unsubscribed. Honestly,
Maybe to some channels. Like, they definitely like certain content over other content. That's for sure, right? But I don't know. Maybe they want to like stop cancel culture. Or maybe
I guarantee you nothing in that regard is going to change. You'll still have those feeds up. You'll just see the abbreviated number instead of the full number.
Sure. Probably. Like people listen. People will always love drama. They will eat it up like fucking pie.
Yep.
And the drama will still happen, and the drama will still be manufactured. Yep.
Well,
I'm wise.
Arcus wasn't mad about the roads at all. It was all
No.
manufactured drama.
Manufactured drama.
I was thinking like, hey, you know what? This drama could be good.
That's why prank wars are successful. Manufactured drama. So what's Arcus going to do to retaliate? You have to pay attention next episode. See if we
Well,
have
no,
anything
you guys,
happen.
you guys got to make an apology video now
And that's
to
not
the
happening.
community, and no, it's good for views, good.
I'm not apologizing.
If you want to get okay.
Do you want to apologize to me?
If you want to listen, good.
You going to apologize to me?
Listen,
so salty?
listen up.
I invited you
Dude,
into my
listen up.
content and you were so salty. You ruined the mood.
Will
you apologize?
Listen up, son. If you want to make it in this
Son,
business,
I'm so much
buddy,
older than you.
Listen up, son. If you want to make it in this business, okay, you gotta
In this
learn
business.
You gotta start. You gotta drop your pride, okay, in this business that is YouTube, son. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You gotta drop your pride, okay. Swallow it.
By pride, he means your pants.
All right, everybody.
boy.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thanks,
Goodbye,
guys.
guys.
Bye.
This is now canceled.